GG, buddy.
Not really what I would consider a GG, bud.
Come on. It was a pretty fun game for me.
Yeah, fun for you. Can I go? I don't really want to talk about this, man.
You should be happier. Krebs, Tuck, Owen Power, you've got guys to be excited about. Granato has had a great season. I mean, you'd think that he'd be in top 3 for the Jack Adams this year. I mean, there's a lot to be thankful for.
I know I should be thankful for that, but I'm still missing the playoffs. It sucks.
I feel for you. And as someone who prides himself on empathy and human kindness and being a genuinely good person, I think I have a way to cheer you up.
This better not be a setup for a joke.
Let's go find Vegas low qual and we can show him all the tweets of fan bases who are overjoyed that he missed the playoffs. Alright, you smiled. Let's do it. Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is a dub. A couple of good days. This is a couple of good days. The Celtics sweep the most obnoxious Nets team I've ever had to deal with. So that was nice. The Bees come into town, our town. Why they're in Boston, but they come in. It's a tune-up game. It's who cares really? Buffalo not very good this season, although they worked their way all the way up to 5th in the division, which I'm going to be honest, I'm very proud of them for. If you listen to the Short Shift podcast, the podcast that I am a part of, you'll know that Buffalo has made Andrew look like a complete fucking moron all year. We've all loved it. We've all enjoyed it. Good for them. They're a bad team. They're not a good team. They've been feisty lately, but they're not a good team. 6-4 in their last 10. You come into this game, the last game of the season that you're going to have your full squad because Cassidy has already said he's doing the B team tomorrow in Toronto. I do not know who does not travel. I kind of wish you could take everyone and just only put in AHL players, but unfortunately you still have to be cap compliant and there's not enough contracts that are set up that way. So we'll see who sits. We'll see. I can guess some of the big dogs, right? Regardless, Bergeron hits 400 goals. Sick. Awesome. He gets a Hattie in the final home game of the regular season. Just amazing. Hall hits 20 goals. Awesome. Pasta gets us off the schneid with a power play goal. Was it Pasta? Shit, I don't even know. But it was on the 40th. I'm going to get there. So the 40th, we're going to be 0-40. We score on that one, so we're 1-40. Little shout out to Tuukka Rask right there. You love to see that. I mean, every little thing that would have made this game better happened. Ullmark gets his first shutout of the season as a Boston Bruin, and he ruins the weird, obscure stat that Andrew brought up again on the pod, that he had the lowest goals allowed average of a goalie who did not have a shutout through a season. So now that's ruined because he got the shutout. He is heating up exactly when we need him to be. Again, lousy team. I didn't care about the result because when we came into this game, we looked like crap. Like there's no effort. And I was like, we're throwing it away. Who cares? Everyone seems hot. And I hope they don't put any stock into Toronto because I want them to feel how they felt coming out of this game going into the playoffs. That's what I want. That's what I want. Real quick, before we really dive in, like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. I'm starting a Patreon. The reason I'm starting a Patreon is a bunch of people have asked, hey, how can I support the channel? And I figured this would be make it an easy way to do that. That being said, I haven't figured out Patreon really at all. And I really don't know what I can offer with the limited time I have right now in my life to be extra for those who actually join the Patreon. So I made a couple tiers. I used the Patreon merchandise creator. The merchandise hasn't been tested yet. I want to order some of that stuff for myself first to see how it is. The main bonus that we've created that we're going to put in the Discord shortly, it will be a skit workshop channel where you can throw out your ideas for a skit that you'd like to see and potentially have them on the channel with a shout out. I think that'd be kind of fun to see what ideas you guys could come up with. The Patreon is really what I want it to be right now. It's just a way if you want to give me a tip. That's all it is. My bills are paid. You don't have to do any of this. This is free. This is all free. So I'm using it as an option for those of you who have asked for ways to help out with the channel. It's going to be there. I want no one to feel pressure if it's just not financially responsible for you right now. Okay? Please. My bills are paid. Seriously. I'm just thankful that you guys are watching. Anyway, I want to be very clear about that. I want to be clear that the merchandise hasn't been tested. It's just a skeleton setup for the Patreon that I hope will grow into something where I can have live stream benefits and meetups and all sorts of cool stuff. But we're just too far away from that right now. That makes sense. I think that makes sense. I'm so afraid of coming off like a douche during all of this. Omar gets the start, and boy, did he look great. He was not getting a lot of help in our zone, I tell you what. But the lines are going to remain the same because, again, this is a tune-up game. Again, it's, all right, let's lock in what we've been doing, especially this back half of the season. Before the game starts, Sway is announced as the winner of the 7th Player Award. That shocked a lot of people, myself included. I thought it was Howla's to lose because Howla has completely crushed expectations. I think Sway would be your next guy. Frederick's probably in there as well as far as expectation versus performance. I'm okay with Sway winning. I do feel like Howla got a little robbed on this, just a little bit. But I'm not going to begrudge it. Swayman is excited. Olmark after the game said that, I'm not going to get the quote perfect, but he basically said, I think I'm the most excited about Sway winning that. That friendship is fucking real, man. Oh, God, you love to see it. You love it when the boys love each other. Also, Don Del Negro, the athletic trainer for the past 29 years, I believe, head athletic trainer, is retiring. They had a nice little ceremony for him. Awesome guy. He's a part of the team just as much as any player has been. Just tears in his eyes at the end of the game. Crowd going nuts. Don, I hope you have a great retirement. I hope you stay around the team. I hope we get to see you again. Truly, truly. That's really exciting for you, man. Congratulations. But let's get into this game. Puck drops! And guess what? The first period, I was bored. I was bored during a Bruins game. That is strange. That's strange. At least for me, that's strange. $1.26 into it, I thought we'd get a little razzle-dazzle because we're going to the power play. DeBrusque draws a tripping call. And in my head, I went, well, come on. We're going to score eventually on one of these. No dice. Not really even all that close. It's not like the game had no action going on. 5 minutes in, we've had 3 how the fuck did that not go in moments, highlighted by Forbort making a block on the goal line. But there's just not a lot of excitement because the Bruins are playing half speed very clearly, and I just don't think I cared very much how this game went until we started to pick it up. I felt kind of fair weather about that. But the first period really did fly by of just kind of, the boys weren't playing very hard. And 3:19 left, Freddie, he's going to go for slashing. We're going to kill off that. And then Marchand, 30 seconds left, he is going to go for slashing. I saw a couple people say this was a soft call. It's less about how soft the slash was and more about that he did it 3-4 times in a row right in front of a ref. And eventually the ref just was like, I mean, I kind of have to at this point. So we're going to kill that 30 seconds and kill the rest of it when we start the second. 3 minutes into the second, Hall for tripping. We're playing with 0 effort. We're taking lazy penalties. It's just awful. We do kill that off. 6:16 in. Boston finally shows a little bit of drive. Top line takes his own, creates havoc in front of the net, and it leads to a scoring chance that Tokarski makes a save on. Robs Marchand, but Bergeron retrieves the puck, and he's going to cycle around on that wall, on the left wall, whips it back across. Buffalo gets a piece of it, but they can't get all of it. It still trickles its way over to Marchand. Marchand is going to send it to DeBrusque in the slot. First save is going to get made. Scramble again, and Bergeron's going to be the lucky recipient of an open net. He was in the right place at the right time in this game a few times, but he also, I don't know if this is all on Buffalo because they really did forget about him a few times. Bergeron was getting away from his defender so easily tonight, and I mean, that should be a credit to Bergeron, but also, Buffalo, what are you doing? That's Patrice Bergeron, the guy who has scored 400 goals. 400 in the National Hockey League. You should know where he is on the ice. I'm just saying, my opinion, you should know. But we're up 1-0, 6 minutes in to the second period of a game where I feel like we shouldn't be winning. We shouldn't have been at this point. 9 minutes in, Skinner is going to go for tripping. We're back to the power play, and we have an insane save by Tokarski on Pasta, and then Pasta hits a post, and it's still no power play goal. And I'm just sitting there going, we're actually cursed at this point. It's hilarious, but it's a good thing that our 5-on-5 is absolutely bonkers, because we're going to get another one. Little man Marchand, known Rat King, on the left wall, takes a hit to force the puck forward. Bergeron there takes a little pressure himself to keep the puck going forward, wraps around to behind the net, where DeBrusque comes in to lay a hit, to steal the puck, to circle back around the net, to find Bergeron, who left his position on the wall, gets into the slot, uncovered, dish, fires, goal. 2 goals for Bergie. 2. It's 2-0. And they're going to challenge for offsides. And they're going to lose. And it was kind of a bad challenge, I think. But we're going to go to the power play. And no, we're not going to score on it. 2-0 and a 2. This is the point where if we went into the third, gave up the lead and lost the game, I would have been like, that is the wrong way to go into the playoffs. So now the stakes were a little higher to me, oddly enough. We're up a couple goals, and now the stakes are raised. Because I need this team to go in on at least a, hey, we didn't care about the game the whole time, or, hey, we have a positive note going to the playoffs. One of those two things. Not, hey, we didn't care, but then we started getting a lead, and we kind of cared, then we lost anyway. That's not a good way to go to the playoffs. Third period starts, 1:30 in, Krebs, high sticks Marchand, and gosh darn it, we did it. No more memes. What a bummer, right? What an absolute bummer. We are now 1 for our last 40 power play attempts. Beautiful. Marchand dances around along on the blue line. It's a transition. So he's going to get the puck on the blue line, dances around a couple defenders, flicks it down to Hall, who's on that left wall, and Pasta beat his guy to the front of the net. Perfect pass. Pasta gets it, and he beats Tokarski 5-hole. 3-0, power play goal. And just because Buffalo loves my memes so much, they challenged it to see if it was onsides. There was a chance that this was going to get called back and our streak would continue. It was onsides, and what's even more unique that I did not know, if you fail 2 challenges in a game, it's now a double minor rather than just a minor for delay of game because you failed 1 challenge. So that being their second challenge of the game and losing it, double minor. Now they kill the first one, and then 4 seconds into the second one, continuous play, 4 seconds into the second one, it's Pasta, a hard pass from the top of the slot. Hall gets the tip, rebound, Hall has the open net, and it is 4-0. We're kicking the crap out of a team that you just feel good about. 2:13 left in the game. Bergeron's going to win a faceoff. It's going to go back to McAvoy. He's going to make the pass over to Bergeron in the slot. He's going to beat Tokarski. That easy. It's that easy. 5-0, hat trick for Bergie. And it was such a weird, face off. Oh, it's in the back of that. Neat. That's all it was. That's all it was. So there's your Hattie. And before anyone says it, no. It wasn't his last regular season home game and he has a Hattie and da-da-da-da-da. He's re-signing. It's fine. A couple people pointed this out. The second goal of the game, he grabbed the puck. Now, I did not see this on the first goal, but I did see on the second goal of the game, he grabbed the puck, right? And people were like, why is he grabbing the puck? Why does he need a memento? Last goal, regular season goal in the Bruins building? Probably because he thought there was a chance he could get a hat trick, so he grabbed the second puck. Because usually they do I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. That's just my take. Game notes. Olmark got the shutty against his old team. Hilarious. That's it. That's my game notes. Everyone played well. No injuries. Everyone played well. I'm just scared about tomorrow. I want us to breeze through that game. I'd rather forfeit it and not even cross the border. I just don't want to bother. There is still a chance that if Tampa loses their next game and we get a point from Toronto, or beat them obviously, that we play Toronto in the first round. I have kind of fully bought into playing the Canes at this point, even though the Canes kicked the shit out of us this year and all that good stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, the reason I'd rather play the Canes than Toronto is because I think they're both very good teams, and I don't think there's that much separation between the difficulty level there. I think the matchups aren't quite as bad as the way the regular season showed for the Canes. And I think if Toronto beats us in a first-round series, it fuels them all the way to a cup victory, and I do not want to see that. It's a weird superstition in my head, but I'm afraid of playing Toronto in the first round because if they win that, I think they take it 3 more rounds. That is a massive fear of mine right now. I'd rather play the Canes. That's it. That's my whole reasoning. Does it make sense? Probably not. But you know me. No logic, all vibes. That's all it is. That's all it is. I don't know anything about hockey. I'm a big dum-dum. I just say crap that I feel. I know that's not true. It's not true. I know a little bit about hockey. Just a little bit. Go Bees!